Rideshare driving on New Year's Eve. Easily the most profitable day historically for drivers, whether driving for Uber or Lyft. This has always been the day to make the most money. So let's talk about it. What up, folks? Once again, it is indeed your boy Tim with another ride sharing video. So will you be out driving, hitting the roads tonight? We're going to talk about what is being offered, at least in my market, and I want to hear from you folks. And we're going to ask the simple question: do you plan to drive tonight? And if so, for how long? My simple answer based on what's been offered in my market is two words: hell no! There is absolutely no fucking way I'm going to drive tonight. But I want to hear from you folks what's being offered in your market. Here's why I am stating I refuse to drive tonight. Right now, I don't see anything being offered in my market from Lyft. So it is solely up to what surge pricing offers. Now, I may check. That could go ape shit where there's a ton of money and maybe change my mind. But I don't expect it to based on what's been happening. And based on what Lyft is offering in my market. Here is what Lyft is offering. I'm going to put this bullshit on the screen for you. They have what is referred to as a $5 bonus hour. Now, we know traditionally in ride sharing on New Year's Eve, you've had drivers make literally hundreds of dollars on a single night. I've made as much as $450 to $500 on some New Year's Eves of the past. 2023 by far, anyone that's been driving in rideshare for any length of time will tell you, by far it is shaping up to be the worst year ever for rideshare drivers. Not necessarily because less people are riding, but because Uber and Lyft have cut back the pay incentives and bonuses so much that there is virtually very little profit on most trips. So we're talking about what's being offered from Lyft in my market. Here you go. $5 bonus hour. They explain it simple. Give rides during the bonus hour from 1 to 2 a.m. on January 1st. So this is the folks leaving the clubs after the New Year's have changed. And they'll give you an additional $5 on top of the normal price of the trip for every trip you take between the hours of 1 and 2 a.m. So out of all of the New Year's traffic that's going to be in existence on New Year's Eve, people are going to start going out probably as early as 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening, going to house parties, bars, clubs, places that are sold out. They're trying to get an early spot. And they're going to only give you extra pay from 1 to 2 a.m. So all of that shit you do before that is going to be at the normal rate. In my market, 72 cents per mile. We'll go into how fucked up that is, but listen to this. Earn extra $5 on every ride. You'll get a $5 bonus in every ride you get, well, we give you, I suppose, during the bonus hour. The offer, here's the funny part. This is what's humorous. The offer will stay unlocked even if you decline rides or go offline. No shit, Sherlock. You realize how much they're going to be charging these folks to get these hard-to-get rideshare drivers to come pick them up? They're giving you an additional $5 funky-ass dollars on top of every trip you take. So you're going to be taking people home between 1 and 2 a.m. when it is damn near impossible to catch a rideshare driver, and you're going to be getting paid $8, $9, $10 per trip. Do you realize how much Lyft is going to be charging these people? Do you realize the surge, the amount of extra cash that riders are going to have to pay to get home? You may literally take $10 in your pocket for a trip where they damn near charge the passenger $100. Now, like I said, there's no fucking way I'm even going to entertain being outside after midnight. I'd rather be sitting there watching Ryan Seacrest in bed than doing this shit. In addition to the ridiculously insulting low rates they're giving folks, understand this is one of the most dangerous nights to be driving. Obviously, for you folks that are in major cities, Chicago's, the New York's, the Los Angeles. Obviously, a lot of Americans like to let off some gunfire, so to speak. In my hometown, Chicago, at midnight, a lot of cops will find a viaduct or a bridge to park under so that they don't happen to catch a stray round. There's so much gunfire going off in a lot of major American cities that even the cops do not readily respond to it because they know it's just simply somebody shooting off a few rounds and they're not really trying to murder anybody. But this is a good time if you want to murder somebody. So why the hell would you be out there taking trips for $7 or $8 per fucking trip, knowing that the company is probably getting 5, 10, 20 times what they are paying you? This is an insulting offer, folks. And to have it only for 1 fucking hour, when we know the increase of traffic for rideshare passengers extends far more than that. First of all, this only offers between 1 and 2 a.m. when people need to get home. How the hell did they get to the club in the first place? That's your ass taking them there at normal rate. I can assure you that it's going to start becoming difficult in most markets to catch a rideshare trip, probably from 6 to 7 p.m. on. And you're getting normal fares for all of that shit. You understand they're going to be charging the passengers a premium, and they're not giving you any incentive at all, at least in my market. I want to bring this to you because I want to find out from you folks, have you seen any additional incentives being offered in your market? Now, I know you probably seen something different than what I'm getting, but considering how low this is in my market, and I live in a city. I don't live in some tiny ass rural area. I live in a city. So I'm going to assume if you're in a city, whatever the hell they're offering you, it's probably shockingly low as well. Just the simple fact that they felt confident enough to offer some shit like that shows how many people out here must be taking desperation trips. This is not the night to do it, folks. You're going to, like I said, you're talking about danger from folks simply firing off rounds. You're obviously going to be picking up drunk people. The chance of you picking up somebody that is completely inebriated, completely sloppy, fucking drunk is super high on New Year's Eve. Hell, even the state, even the city and local governments are telling folks, make sure you catch a rideshare trip because we're going to have cops out here looking for drunk people. Why would you even consider getting involved in all of this shit for an additional $5 per trip that only lasts for 1 fucking hour? In my market, 3 to 5 trips per hour is what I usually can do. So if I'm driving for Lyft, for the work of being out there after hours at 1 in the fucking morning, I'm going to maximize my profits at an additional $25. They're giving $5 per trip for 1 hour. So I'm going to see an additional $25 for driving on New Year's, and only between 1 and 2 a.m. Folks used to make $300, $400, $500 in additional profits for being outside on New Year's Eve. They've cut it all the way down to $25 if you can do 5 trips in an hour. That's horrible. I can't even describe how fucked up that is. And folks keep suggesting, well, why aren't any of the videos you're making about ride sharing a little bit more positive? How the hell do you see something like that and come out with an optimistic viewpoint? Let your boy know in the comments, what are you seeing in your markets? Like I said, in my market, Uber is offering nothing at up top. You just have to log in and hopefully see what the surge is between whatever hours they come up. My guess is there will probably be more profit driving for Uber, at least in my market, because surge pricing is inevitable. And Lyft probably will end up offering some surge because this is not an incentive to get any veteran driver on the road. It just is not. I don't normally like to drive after hours anyway, simply because I just stated the danger, the chance of getting somebody who's drunk in your vehicle, multiple personalities, because this is when you're guaranteed to get 2, 3, 4 passengers at once. All the types of things that are not beneficial to the driver. and then to have them essentially offer you nothing at all. I won't be out. Let your boy know, will you be? What are they offering in your market? It's your boy Tim. Subscribe to the channel as usual. Happy hunting this evening if you are out.